say we have a
Yes,
microphone up here.
indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Night Nerds live streaming podcast. We are live from Cape Anime 2023. Thank you, everybody that's made it to the audience today, and then everybody at home that's watching. We appreciate the support and love. We have a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, and a Facebook group with the same name, so it wouldn't be too hard to find us. We do have a Twitter and an Instagram account as well, but we'll make on business cards, start handing that out to everybody. But without further ado, I just want to introduce my co-host. So we got Kenpachi Zaraki, aka Marcus Locke, and then we have Keaton from Comically Inclined. So we're glad to have you on the show.
Glad to be here.
Appreciate you for coming out, man. We lost two of our hosts today, so shout out to them. Hope for a speedy recovery for Will and Cameron. We miss you guys and wish you were here to show us some love and be on this panel with us. We also want to give a shout out to Ben Stewart as well. We miss you, bro, and sorry we couldn't get you on stage to talk about anime. So before we get into our festivities, we'll play the theme song for everybody back home, and then after that, we'll just jump right into it.
Is the best thing what? Exactly.
Questions that we asked. Each question is going to have a prize attached to it, and we'll hand out the prizes after that. We have a bunch more questions that we had down, and what I think we're going to do is after the quiz show, we're going to toss it to y'all. If somebody wants to come up and read a question out and ask everybody, or you got an idea about something, toss it out. Yes, sir.
Like our own questions, like not a written down question, just any questions that we want to ask and see if I can know it.
Well, man, that's a very good idea there. I think that we can go with both. Why not both?
Why not?
Both is good. Both is good.
We can test everyone's weed abilities in here today. So
you ask me something that I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. One of y'all stump me, and I'll get your name and address and or an email address, and I'll hit you up, and I'll deliver something to you special from Black Cat Subs and Sundries. So, but that's only for the one that stumps me, and I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to really do some research.
Man, you take a good look at his beard. If you do give him his address, he'll definitely jump down your chimney for the holidays. So you guys got some goodies on the way. Just be on your best behavior today, because you don't want cold from him. Absolutely.
Right.
And then real quick, I got to give a shout out to my brother, Jeffrey Fountain. He is our moderator for the day. He's hanging out at home and making sure that we stay good on our time. So about 30 minutes through the show is when the anime will begin, or the anime game show will begin, and then we'll get to giving you guys your sweet prizes. So without further ado, if you got anything for the TV shows that's coming up for 2023, we can get the ball on that.
All right, so there's a couple really big ones coming out. We got that are returning anime. I don't know, Dr. Stone fans. We got some Dr. Stone fans. Yeah, that special they put out, that OVA was great. Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling that we might see a little bit of a recap of that when the next season starts. But it's going to be all about the new world. They're going to be going to look for resources on how to get there and how to do everything. You saw the special, they took the balloon and found out where it's at and found out where they need to go for some of the stuff. So, but it's all about filling up that boat and being ready to travel. I mean, can you imagine that in that kind of a world, having to fill up the provisions for all those people to eat, trying to travel across the ocean?
Yeah, man. Senku is the truth. I love Senku, man. That's one of my favorite protagonists. And I like it because he kept track of how many days passed by when he was turned to stone. So he's like really one of the smartest dudes in anime, and I definitely appreciate the way that they wrote him and how he interacts with the other characters. And you gotta love Chrome and the other goofballs that came with him too. So
Have you seen it before?
I have never seen Dr. Stone. It's one that's very high on my list of things to watch. It's been recommended to me several times. There's a lot of anime out there right now.
yeah,
Right.
it's a whole bunch.
Something for the people that have never seen Dr. Stone that is really interesting about it. At the end of every episode, they have a section where they go through the science behind the things that they're making in the show and how the things that they're making could actually work. Maybe we're not all skilled enough to make it happen, but it's pretty interesting that they use real life science in the anime to show you how these things work. So that's why it's become one of my favorites.
Yeah, he shows you how to make gunpowder and makes a disclaimer in the middle, like, don't try this at home, please. This will literally work and you can blow something up. And this is like, thank you, Senku, for telling us the secret to blowing stuff up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to add about Dr. Stone? Well, then we'll move on to the next one. Do you want to? You know a little anime, but you probably know that one, don't you?
Demon Slayer?
No, tell them, not me, man.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I don't know about the new art coming up is I try to keep myself in the shadows, so when I watch it, I'm pretty much blind on it. So I know very, very little. I did not see the movie they released. No, I did not go see it. I heard that what it was going to be was the last 2 episodes of last arc and the first episode of the next arc. I'm like, I think I'm just going to be too hungry for more Demon Slayer. I have to wait too long. I think I'm just going to wait for season 3 to start rolling before I start watching. So I did not go see it. Was it good?
It's,
Is it going to hurt me? Well, the last 2 seasons have, so why stop now?
You don't need that squishy little part on the floor right now.
No, punch me in the heart till it hurts. That's what I crave. I wouldn't watch anime if it wanted anything else.
emotional damage. Absolutely. Emotional damage.
I have never fallen in love with characters only to have my heart obliterated so quickly as in the anime. Never before.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have it back now. We got you another one. Don't worry, we'll come back for it later.
I've never taken to anime so quickly. That anime climbed my ranking list so fast. I'm super excited to see where they go and how they keep progressing. It's so cool to watch Chandra and all of his friends progress. Zenitsu's my favorite. I love him. I cosplay him. Can't wait to see where he goes in the future seasons. So
Awesome.
My man.
Well, something I'm not sure if everyone knows, but what they did for Demon Slayer was exactly like you said. It was the final 2 episodes of the 2nd season and the first episode of the 3rd season, which for some people over here, they were very disappointed. In fact, they were outright angry that they paid money to go to the theater and see this. And personally, I just laughed at them. I'm like, I'm not the idiot that didn't read about what I was going to see in the theater before I spent money on it. I personally think you should be berating yourself, but that's beyond the point. Special events like these are actually very common in Japan. They love re-showing the animes and the shows, the movies in the theaters. They also, it's a special occasion. Like, yeah, we syndicate things over here, so they just play it any old time, willy-nilly. I mean, how many times have y'all seen the 70s show? That 70s show replayed on TV. But over there, their anime is special to them. And when they go to replay a season of it, it's specially announced, and they have an event for it, and there will be stores all across the country that like have special events for this coming back, this anime coming back, and have things going on. Yes, sir.
I just want to point out, I do not want to talk about how many times I've watched that 70 show.
We can go with that because I mean mine is probably in. I know it's double digits, so I'm letting on my age there again. So I'm just gonna let that go.
Now I
You're
feel
right.
really bad because I've seen it once and that was it.
Well, that's a shame,
I
sir,
gotta-
and you should
Yeah.
rectify that problem.
Yeah, I need to step my game up apparently because I'm blaming my mediocrity for that. So
Another thing I watched back to back, this is 10 times in the span of 6 months. Friends, all of it.
Friends.
You should be ashamed. In fact, you announced that in public. Does anyone have popcorn to throw at this man? Can someone please throw popcorn at him?
If not
I
popcorn,
told
ice
you guys
cubes.
to bring it. I told you I was going to be asking for that.
That's true. That's true.
There's so much anime in this world.
Smallville
You got
is
some
good,
catch
sir.
up.
Oh,
Oh,
Smallville
don't
is-
recommend Smallville
All
to
right.
him.
No,
Don't put that man through that.
Yeah, get Gotham while you're at it.
Yeah, leave Superman out of this.
But at night, there was nothing else to watch because of Insomniac, and they just show Friends.
That's true.
Ooh, all
That's
right.
true. It's a setup. Yeah. You always get like friend fans and office fans in a crowd. You never miss. You never miss.
I mean,
with
they're
those.
fairly popular shows, so yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably
yeah.
gonna hit someone there.
Stand up, Mo.
No, we're not
I
gonna
mean,
hold it
he-
against you this time.
He loves his television. I can't judge him for that. Like I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine a couple of times that I'm not too. Thank you. Reno 911. Right? You kind of see a trend of where I'm going with these shows too. Is it cops? I can explain.
Oh, Grimm was so good. And they ended it right on time too. Like the 6th season, bang.
And
And
we do real.
I
Talk about anime.
wish they had done this season correctly instead of having to wrap it up because it got
right.
canceled. You know, so I don't rewatch it now. Really good when it's getting canceled.
Every time.
That like they do the same one thing over and over again, and the ones that keep going. It's like why? Keep playing.
Flash!
Yeah, they canceled Constantine. They canceled Lovecraft
Yeah, I
Country.
don't know why they canceled Constantine. That
Yeah.
Matt Ryan is a gem, and
Well, at
I
least-
will watch anything that he's in.
At least he
I
came back
even
for
stood
an
through-
Arrow and
I-
that stuff. I mean,
Well, I'm telling you. I mean, I even sat through Legends of the Era. Legends of Tomorrow to see him.
Yeah.
I intentionally forgot that. Thank you.
hey, you cannot
Yeah.
forget the absolute gem that was Legends of Tomorrow for one season, and then the shit they put out for 2.
Yeah, well, but I do have to say, at least when they brought Matt Ryan back, it was better.
It was.
Yeah.
It was much better.
It was.
Yeah.
I loved Arrow for about 5 seasons, then it started to lose me. Then it picked me back up there at the end. I loved Flash for about 3 seasons, same deal, and I've stuck with them
They
long enough.
made Cisco stupid.
They made everyone stupid. The show isn't about the Flash anymore. It should be Flash and Friends. They should scribble out the Flash's name.
I am a huge.
It was all about lying to Iris West and keeping secrets and all that. It's like, you should have just told me. And it's just like, oh God, it's season 1, season 2. It's like, why would you just lie to her?
I'm not gonna say that I wish Iris wasn't in the show because I understand that she's like integral, but come on, like, does
That's a
every
cool-
one of them have to be like a love story
That's all I gotta say.
worked into it? Like,
They,
I just don't want that all the time.
they had big ideas and they were great at getting a character started. They had this great opening story arc for each individual character, but the problem was is when they got that character made, they had that great storyline. I feel like the next season they were just like, oh shit, now what? They had no clue what to do in the next season with these characters they just built up. So now you have Kid Flash, Iris, Killer Frost, all these characters. Cisco's coming, going. He's here, he's gone. Yeah, and they just don't
They
know.
build up their characters so fast that
The only
it
character
kind
that I
of
cared about was Cisco.
Yeah.
In about this much time, they could stretch it out to something like this and have so much more potential to add things in and shift.
They grew up
But now their
Yeah.
whole arc's done and they have nothing left to show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to stop everyone for a moment. We're running. We haven't even gotten to our 3rd thing on the list, and we haven't. I got like 12 things on here, so I'm gonna have to cut y'all a little bit short. Deante, do you want to read the 3rd one, or do you want me to do it, sir?
But let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, I'll let you do the honors on this one, and then I'll come back for. Oh my God, these are a lot of anime that I'm just not hip to.
Yeah. All right. Well, here
I'll
we're gonna
come
do
back
the
to
3rd one that's-
JJK.
We're
I'll
gonna
be
do the
back
3rd
on
one real
JJK.
quick. That's the next returning anime. It's the last one in the returning anime that we're going to talk about. That's this next season that's coming up, and that is Ranking of Kings, the Treasure Chest of Courage. Did anybody watch Ranking of Kings last season? Yes. If you didn't watch it, the animation is very special. It's adorable, and the story is so amazing. It builds and builds and builds, and it just draws you in to this. This kid can't even hold a toy sword at the beginning of it. He's so weak, and by the ending of it, he's becoming king. And it just you see this progression, and the story doesn't end there. You just got to watch. I'm not going to tear up the ending of it for you, but what I'm saying is that it's if you ever wanted to see how all of our anime that we watch shows a progression of people getting stronger, the next villain they fight, he doesn't really fight a whole lot of people, but you see him progressively growing and building. And part of what makes him strong is the people around him. You see the love that they have for him and the caring, and that makes his character stronger and allows him to progress further and become the person that he is becoming. I know that sounds all super cheesy, and I really hate that I just spewed all those words out. But it really is. As it's got some great battle scenes in it. So if you like a battle anime, it's got that in it for you. But it's also got a really endearing, heartwarming story in the background where you see people that start out as like shitty people, and then by the end of it you're like, man, they came around and they weren't really a bad person. They just had this point of view versus this point of view, and it's about understanding people. It's really what it is, and that's
real quick,
really about life.
The main character is deaf, so that is the main key that you'll need to go into the show.
I did forget about that part. I apologize. He's deaf.
A young boy.
They're signing with him in it as well. So inclusion, yay!
That's facts. Yeah, the ASL is top tier on that show.
So it is ASL, it is American Sign Language. Okay, I was curious. I'm like, so if it's an anime made in Japan, I figured it would be something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly they even made this possible, but
I'm
it
not
looks so
positive
good.
that it is exactly accurate, because you're talking, these are, like I said, the animation is definitely different, and you're talking like stubby fingers, so the bending and the stuff. You probably, I don't know if someone could read the ASL that they are doing on there, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to try to emulate it.
Us versus like our American Sign Language, they have a different sign language.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was thinking. I mean,
Okay.
the sign language in Japan obviously is
Japanese
different.
sign language,
Yeah.
where they're actually
Yeah, I don't know if I figured it'd be Japanese.
Yeah.
If it was in
That
Japan.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's most likely in Japanese.
And we were reading subtitles anyway, so it's just like
Right. That is the truth.
We already got the cheat code.
right.
Does anyone have anything to add about Ranking of Kings? Are you excited to see it? No?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
Awesome.
it's worth it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. The next three are the ones that are brand new anime that are coming out. Two of them this season, and one of them.
I could
later,
I could speed run some of these returning ones. So
Well, here. Well, let's do these three first, real
Yeah.
quick. Okay. The three new ones that we have, and I'm just gonna run through them real quick, and then we'll take a minute to talk about them. Jigo Karaku, Hell's Paradise. Mappa's doing the animation. It looks amazing. Yes, sir.
A friend of mine got me into the manga, and I'm excited to watch that anime.
nice.
Awesome. I'm going to tell you, again, the same with like what we were talking about earlier. I'm not trying to jump into other manga right now that are over 100 issues in. So I'm not reading that one at the moment, but I am very much looking forward. I've talked to some people about it that have read the manga, said it was really good. And one of the guys on YouTube that I watch is just raving about how the manga was when he read it, and that this is going to be one that is going to, top anime charts this year.
I'll read it for sure.
The main character's name is Gabimaru. He's an Iga ninja assassin, and he didn't finish. He did something wrong in an assassination that he was supposed to carry out, and now he's sentenced to death. A special executioner comes and offers him the chance to live by going to this certain island. I don't I'm sure it's in there. I'm not going to worry about that right now. 'Cause I would have to try and pronounce it then, and then y'all would make fun of me for that. So, but he's supposed to go find the elixir of life. That is something that the Ego Ninjas take to make them immortal, which is something he's take, which actually leads to a lot of a bit of hilarity in the first episode when they're trying to kill him, and there you find out that he's immortal. So, like I said, it's going to be really good. What's that?
That tripped me out when they try to kill him. Like,
Yeah, the cows, man, the cows. I'm
Oh,
sure it was
man.
in the manga, right? Yeah, okay. I my 13-year-old watches anime too, so I was like, watch the scene. And he was like, so yeah, you'll watch it. The episode's already out. The first episode came out yesterday, so please, when you get home today, enjoy it.
You check it out on Crunchyroll.
The next one is Martial Magic and Muscles. It's coming out on April 8th. And it's brand new. It's a world of magic, and don't hate it, but it's similar to Harry Potter in the fact that it's a wizarding world. They have academies that people go to, and then we're going to do something really crazy. We're going to take One Punch Man, somebody who has no magic and has all the muscles, and put him into the world. And that's what Marshall is. Mosh has no magic, and he doesn't fit into society. He's been raised by his father in the woods, and now he's going to a wizarding academy. And it's something I read said that there's assassins coming after him that he has to learn to fight. So,
Sounds like
This sounds
Asta,
a lot
doesn't
like
it?
Black Clover.
Yeah, it sounds like Asta.
Clover.
Yeah.
I'm super excited that they actually made it.
and I know you had something to say too. I'm coming back to you.
Yeah,
Um,
my boy Asta.
not so much that there's assassins coming after him, it's the society that they're built on is that the strongest magic users get the best.
Ah, I
The more
gotcha.
magic you have, the better off you are in society.
Wizard
as a
King,
whole. Yeah.
Black Clover.
This
There
really
you go.
sounds like Black Clover.
They don't want non-magic. They want to eliminate them. But he has
Muggles.
strength instead of magic. So,
Mhm.
try and basically flip this whole like society on its head.
Right.
Because they couldn't, the ones that they sent to get, I guess, quote unquote, get rid of him. The first, whenever they found out, and they found out that he was strong, they decided they were going to try to flip everything and get them to realize that magic isn't all that you need in life to make
That's right.
to make you a person. Like, if magic doesn't dictate, it shouldn't dictate where you are in society.
Man, that sounds like a lot of relating.
Unless you're
to
talking about
pop-
DC and
Yeah.
no.
like current issues to manga.
The funny thing about it, his whole motivation, because he didn't want to really actually do this, is that it's to protect his grandpa,
Mhm.
or the man that raised him, technically.
I didn't remember who his
He's
grandpa
not
or
related to
father.
the old man, but it's the guy that raised him. And cream puffs. That's his whole motivation.
Cream puffs.
Cream puffs.
I can't argue with
That's
that.
literally his motivation.
I'm down with some cream puffs. I'm just saying.
Naruto's got ramen and he's got cream puffs. So,
That's it.
yeah.
That's the exact thing myself. Cream puffs are a great motivation to have. Do anything.
And what did you have to say,
All I was
sir?
gonna say is it sounded like Black Clover, but before I had a chance to say it, it was already said.
Everybody jumped
Hey,
on
you
it.
know
and
what?
it's like,
I agree with you. It does
Yeah.
kind of sound like that.
yeah.
We're kind of in it.
All right, we got one more.
Right. And he's a lovable, dorky guy from the. I read like part of the first issue, and he's not like a himbo, but he definitely is like that lovable simpleton. I mean, I'm not sure if he's dumb because it didn't go that far into it, but simple seems like it might be something that fits him. So.
Yeah, that whole must fit his brain kind of thing, but not like the himbo point.
Right. That's what I was saying. What was it, ma'am?
I just said, so he's the himbo without the muscle. Oh,
No, he's got all the muscle. No, that's the whole thing is that he's all muscle, no magic.
Yeah.
And
No magic in him, it's all muscle.
and like One Punch Man kind of thing. Like he's that kind of stupid strong.
He's all
You
daddy.
know?
He's all daddy. He's just like 200 pounds of daddy.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, he puts on the robe and stuff, and you don't, like, you're like, oh, well, he's an average guy. And then, like, when you start fighting him, he's over here, like, I think one of the tests, it was levitating. He stuck his finger in the back of the folder. It was like, got his wand, but he's got his
Lifting it up.
Yeah.
his thumb in the back of the folder that they're lifting.
That's funny.
That was his ability to levitate.
We got a
All right.
visitor, Ben Stewart. Oh, Ben Stewart said hello, everybody. Hey,
Enjoying
Ben
us after
Stewart.
all.
He
Hi,
did.
Ben.
What's up, Ben? And Willie is also in the comments. Shout out to Mac, aka your boy. That is one of our guys from That Feeling Podcast Network. That's the overall network that Saturday Night Nerds is under. And they are here to enjoy the show with us as well. So we'll pass it back to you for.
All right, I was gonna say the last one that's the new anime that we have is Undead Unluck. It's coming out in October 2023. Oh, my tongue, sorry, got stuck. Fuko Izumo. I've never read this and know very little about it, but she has some unluck ability. People around her, kind of like a jinx to other people that just follows her around. And she meets an undead guy, zombie, you want to call him that? And she names him Andy, undead, Andy. I guess that's how she got into that. I'm not sure, but it's what it is. And he's following her around because he desires the best death possible, disliking his immortal life. And so he follows around the unlucky girl, so hoping that it ends his unlife. So it is. I will say that what I heard about the manga was that it is a little bit not safe for work. So youngins may not be wanting to take part in that, but
Yeah. So without
that's
further
that's
ado,
the new ones that we have
I'll do a speed
coming out.
run.
What do y'all think? You excited for those?
So you say he's immortal and he's like trying to follow like a lucky girl trying to die.
Yeah, trying to end his immortal life.
Wouldn't that be considered lucky because he wants that to happen? So he's just not trying to contradict himself?
Perspective, man.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, life is all about perspective. I'm going to guarantee that if you ever ask any villain, Dr. Doom does not see himself as a villain. He is liberating his people of Latervia, all right, from everyone else in the world. All right, so perspective is a lot of what things are like from anything in life,
Yeah, you could say the same for Namor and T'Challa too. So it's just like
Yeah.
The argument could be made even for Black Adam and Condor.
absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm going to go as far as to say that really every villain, the Skeletor, he may not think he's the good guy. In fact, some memes that I've seen of him tell me that he is not a nice person. And don't think that he is. Don't look at those memes and think that Skeletor is out there to help you. He is not.
Would you guys say that for Darkseid though? Like, because he has Apocalypse and all that. So I don't.
He's trying
I'm
to
down with
conquer,
Thanos.
not liberate. He's trying to conquer and destroy. I think it's a little different.
Yeah.
How many
I
of
can-
you
I
out there
can-
can think about half the people in your life that you'd like to snap away? So I'm down with Thanos. Okay. Oh yeah. See, I knew there was three hands out there. I knew there was.
Yeah. All righty. What's that?
Thanos is one of them too, so.
So you want to get rid of him too?
Yeah, get
I
him.
mean, nobody ever said that he wasn't a victim of his own plot.
Yeah.
All right. I think that would have been the ultimate thing. Like, how can they undo it? He just got snapped out of existence.
Yeah.
If-
In some universe, he could have snapped and he would have gone.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
What was that?
I get it.
Dark side. I have ADHD. Thanos and Darkseid is the same character, different plot.
Yeah, pretty much. They were
That's a
both
fact.
created within a year of each other. I do believe that Darkseid was the first character that was created, and then Thanos came afterwards. But at the same time, I think you have to look at the success of the parent properties there. And while DC is a complete pile of shit, Marvel is fucking amazing, and we all love it. So,
Yeah.
fuck Darkseid. Let's go with Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos.
Going back to Skeletor, did you ever watch the new He-Man that came out on Netflix?
Ooh, I have
We
not.
don't bring that up in polite company. All right. Kevin Smith said that we were all stupid for thinking that there was going to be He-Man in a He-Man cartoon. I'm not sure why I would ever think that we would have He-Man in a He-Man cartoon. I mean, of course, it's a He-Man cartoon. Let's make it about Teela shaving her head and getting with some chick. I'm not against that. More power to you. But could you tell me before the show started? Like, if I would have known, I'd have been like, this show is the shit. But when you tell me it's about He-Man and then you give me Teela, I'm just like, you lied to me. I'm not down with that. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. I dearly love Orko was amazing in that show. Okay, I watched the whole thing. Well, the whole first part of it. After the first part of it, I pretty much boycotted the second part because I heard they put He-Man in that. They listened to us. Okay, so fuck them. But
So they listened and boycotted them as a result.
yes,
But they don't
yes.
deserve me in the second half.
What's
Yeah.
that?
They're gonna lie to me in the first half, and they don't deserve me in the second half.
Amen. You are my soulmate. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay.
No.
They killed off like Optimus Prime, and after things went bad, they decided to bring it back. Like, it was,
They don't know
We were talking about that. Why is Bumblebee the only good Transformers movie? Like, and isn't it the only one that Michael Bay didn't do?
I
Yes,
think
yeah,
so.
It is. Yeah.
Well.
Might have to think about that.
Well.
I think it shows a lot that is not only regarded as the best Transformers movie, it's the one that he didn't direct and the one that makes no sense when tied with the rest of them. It makes no sense
Absolutely,
at all.
because
in the
he's
timeline.
not. Bumblebee is not the best fighter out of any of the Autobots.
Yeah.
But
I have high hopes for the new Transformers movies because
I gave up hope a long time ago.
it's not a Michael Bay one, and it looks.
Look,
It's Beast
Demon
Wars, right?
Slayer can pull my heart out and stomp on it in a good way. The Transformers pulls my heart out and stomps on it in a bad way. I hate everything. I watch those movies.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put a pause on this. The last set, we're gonna have to get to this and then get to the quiz so we can give you guys. I want to give you guys stuff. Do you guys want stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run through these last ones that's coming out, so you got an idea of what things coming up in the future, and then we're gonna jump right into the quiz. Deante,
Yeah.
take it away.
So we could start the game show at like the 45-minute mark now. We'll have like 15 minutes just to run through the questions and just pass prizes out. So I'm going to speed run through these last through series, and then we'll ask you guys your feedback on what you think of all these shows. So the first one is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, ladies and gentlemen. That is July 6th, coming to Crunchyroll. Absolutely.
God, anytime.
It is my birthday month, so I'm about to be spoiled rotten because of July. So yeah. And what we can expect is there's July Babies is in the building. Oh,
July Baby
See?
right here.
we're the coolest people in the world.
I line
Yeah.
up for handing out spankings now.
Yeah. And it's even better if you're left-handed. Any lefties?
He's left.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got Julys and lefties in here. Let's go.
I'm really excited for Jujutsu. I really like the first season. I'm really excited to see where they go with the second one. I want to see more of that world. I really like the movie. The movie really kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't know what that was going to be like. I was like, sure, I'm intrigued. And then I watched. I was like, I have more questions than answers. I need more Jujutsu. Where are we going?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I having read the manga, I will do my best not to spoil anything for all of you, but I can tell you that the second season is going
It's going to be the jump off.
we have a few we can tell you about it because they're already released this info. The first part of the season is going to go back in time, and you're going to see when Gojo and Geto, you know who Geto is, right?
Yes.
Him and Gojo went to school together, and they were best friends. And this is going to show you some of their life throughout their earlier seasons. And it's going to show you what happened to Geto to make him turn out the way he did. And then it's going to jump back to the present, and we're going to go through the Shibuya.
Shibuya.
Shibuya incident, which is the big, like, this is where everything in JJK gets flipped on its head, and it's still not righted itself now in the manga. This is going to change the entire thing and what everything is about, and it's also some of the most amazing fights that are coming up. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all know about Maki, but man, Maki
no spoilers.
Is,
we are going to cut it right there. We're going to cut it right there.
Standout part in this part of the manga. So you're going to see that. You're going to see like Noritoshi come forward, and like the other three big houses from like you got Zenin and the Satoru house, and then there's another one, and I'm not going to remember it. But those three houses, you're going to learn a little bit more about the backstories of them and what they're going to do. So it should be, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Keep you on your toes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The first opening and the first ending for Jujutsu Kaisen are the best.
Okay. I love it all. So I'm there with you.
Yep.
Did I see someone else back there have?
My turn.
No. Okay. Take
All
it
right.
the next one, sir.
Next one is Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Season 2, July 2023.
I finished it in one.
I
I had to stop because Rudy was getting on my nerves a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, Rudy's like one of my favorite protagonists. He's up there with Senku and Rimuru and Luffy. Those are my five. I love them so much, and yeah, him and his girl, man. I wish I could spoil it for you guys, but if you haven't seen this show, be careful, because if you watch that first episode, you probably won't stop. It is so well written. I haven't left it alone since, and that's probably the one anime I would rewatch over and over.
I watched that anime. The reason I watched that anime is because I saw a TikTok on the wolf lady. I was like, I'm gonna watch this anime.
And she did not disappoint. She did not. And then the next anime we got is the second part of Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War.
Separation.
The Separation.
We can't watch because our schedules are conflicting. Because she works, I don't.
Well, it sounds like you got an open schedule. You just need to meet her schedule. What's the problem?
We have to pay them a house visit and then just.
Stream at night.
He needs to stream in the morning while I'm at work, and then we can watch anime in the afternoon.
Scheduling is always an issue. Just so you know, the reason I haven't done a lot more podcasts than I have, because what I said earlier, I have two children, and I'm not sure if you've ever been around two children, but there's not really much quiet time there.
I actually raised my cousins when I was 9.
Well, there you go. Then you understand what I'm talking about.
Man, this is skills straight out the gate, man. Life skills.
Right. 9 years old and taking care of two others. Had to grow up pretty quick for that one. I know.
Absolutely.
I do understand that.
Me too.
Does anybody have anything to say about Bleach? Because man, that show was great and it was awesome this year.
God.
And let's move on to the next one so we can get started on. I want to give them.
All right.
Hurry.
Yeah. So we got till 45. We're good. So Spy Family Season 2.
Yes, my family is adorable.
Make some noise for Anya Forger.
Season 2, but you forgot the second part of that. There's not just season 2.
There's
coming.
also a
Have
movie.
you guys heard about the movie in December? December 22nd, there's the movie called White Room. Is that it?
It's Code White.
Code White.
Yeah.
Code White coming out in December, and the second season starts in October this year. So you got two big Spy X Family things coming this year. You got October and December to look forward to. So a little more Anya going to be this year.
F in the chat for Anya Forger. That is my daughter, not Lloyd's daughter. I adopted her first. That is my baby girl. And let's see what we got after that. So the last one, that's my baby girl. Anything happens to her. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'm not going to lie that.
Love it on you, but she is top tier mom right there.
She is.
Chasing down with the bag.
And her culinary skills.
That looks like it might
What culinary skills?
I'm looking at him like, That's like having Shion and the slime cook for you. No.
Yeah,
When it turns out purple and smoking, I'm not eating that.
it's a weight loss program. I can get behind that. You seen her brother just. He's probably lost at least 20 pounds
You
from
gotta
puke.
jump in here somewhere.
Yeah. Mhm.
I actually have not seen Spy Family. I know I'm one of the few.
Really?
No, I haven't. I have some friends that are super into it, and they actually just named their daughter Anya. She was just born last month. They actually just named her Anya. We're all of the things I haven't watched it yet. I don't understand the daughter's name.
Real queen energy.
It is very heartwarming and endearing, but it also has a significant bit of action in it, and the story is really good, and it keeps you enthralled.
It's
Normally,
hilarious.
I've noticed with anime, popular opinion is very rarely wrong. If you see a wide variety of people, especially a wide variety of people that like a very diverse amount of anime, they all seem to keep coming back to you with one. Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy Family, I've heard Dr. Stone, and normally that one is pretty good. I've followed that rule a lot. That's how I wound up with Attack on Titan. That's how I wound up with Jujutsu Kaisen. That's how I wound up with Demon Slayer. And I haven't been led wrong yet. So Spy Family is definitely on the list for the same reason.
Oh, it's worth it.
Catered people's taste, especially people getting into anime. They're always like, oh, well, what would you recommend? My taste probably like
Well, when you hear,
100% going to fit your taste.
and that's right, but when you say it and then he says it and then he says it, you're like, okay, you guys
Okay.
are like different
If like
things.
over half the room is like, this is a good one,
Right.
it's probably going to be good.
Oh yeah.
Chainsaw Man's one I've had a million people tell me is fantastic. I'm like, okay, there's got to be something there. If I keep hearing about it.
And the source material
I-
for Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually disagree with some people on that, in the fact that I dearly love the manga, but I have to say that while the anime was okay, there are definitely is there anybody else out here that every time you see certain CGI, you just kind of and vomit in your mouth? Like, can we be honest that Trigun Stampede was amazing? That is absolutely some of the best CGI I've ever seen. Spriggan on Netflix, the new one, amazing. But
Arcane is kind of considered
Arcane is awesome.
anime
I
too.
really liked Arcane, even though that was kind of different. It was CGI, but it was like cell shaded, wasn't it? They went back through and colored some things. In any case, it was a different kind of CGI.
That's a fact.
I'm going to tell you, I combine them both into the same thing because I'm going to tell you that I don't know when you say CGI versus CG animation. To me, that is there's a certain look that things have, and I put them into that category. And maybe I'm wrong on what it is exactly, but like we were talking about Kengan Ashura, man, I can't watch that show. The Grudge of Edinburgh from Seven Deadly Sins. Why did they make that? Does anybody know? Because that is horrible. And I'm so hoping the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse is not that animation, that they come back with some.
Yeah, I gave up on Seven Deadly
hand-drawn
Sins a little bit
animation.
earlier in the
But
career.
like I said, that's the thing that I have about some of that stuff. The CG animation in it just doesn't meet the.
The only thing that really misses.
Absolutely.
The only thing that messes me up is when they decide to blend the animation styles, because for me it's really jarring when you start to see, old school 2D animation, and all of a sudden you start seeing some 3D pop up in there. I don't know if it was CG or if it was 3D animation. I don't know which one it was. I remember I was watching I don't even know how you call it. The first part of Attack on Titan, the final season, when you start seeing the Titans, I could tell they were CG, I think they were. CG? They were CG, and it fucked me up.
Yeah.
Why do they look weird? I'm like, they don't look bad. They look weird.
Like they can make it good.
After I got used to it, I loved it.
I've watched I think it was, I want to say Black Summoner. And
I like that.
They fit the
They
3D
saw-
into the fighting.
Exactly.
And it
Same thing with
blends in so
Afrietta.
well. Because like you get the 2D while they're just kind of wandering around and like interacting.
Yep.
And then the fight starts and you get this it falls beautifully into this almost 3D fight.
Absolutely.
And it works beautifully.
I think
And
what's
then others, like, if you've got the 2D and that's what you've been running with for several seasons, don't try to stick your 3D in there. throws everything off.
I don't think it was bad in
Right.
that particular show. I think it was okay. Just didn't want to get used to it.
We got 2 left.
Okay. Yep. Sorry. Got to
So-
keep moving.
The final 2, so I'll breeze past these in a couple seconds. So first one is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Rimuru,
Season 3.
once again, season 3. That is April 2024.
Absolutely.
So you'll hear me raving about that on the podcast a lot. So absolutely.
Have we talked about this one earlier in the show?
You
Yeah.
mentioned it, but
I'm
no.
joking.
I got you to say the Otakucast talked about it earlier.
No.
So,
No, you're
but
good.
yeah, Wizard,
then-
Sword of the Wizard King. Who's excited for that? We only got
Yeah, just
about a month for it, right? It was supposed to be out already. Black Clover, Sword of the
Yeah.
Wizard
Black
King.
Clover. Yep, coming to Netflix June 16th.
It's supposed to have 3 or 4 returning Wizard
Netflix?
Kings coming to fight
Yeah.
Asta and his crew. So, huh?
Yep, Netflix. That is.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah,
And-
Netflix
and
is
here's
getting
the thing is
dibs
Netflix-
on it.
I'm not sure. Are they releasing it in theaters too?
Oh, I heard theaters. I think
I heard it
Japan's
was
going to
going
get
to
it
be
first
a
for
theater,
sure, and
But,
then
I might be wrong, but I
Crunchyroll.
thought Funimation had Black Clover for the longest, or Crunchyroll now. I thought they
Yeah.
had Black
Yes,
Clover for the longest
absolutely.
time. I did Netflix grab a hold.
You know, man, here's the thing is that in this day and age, where are you going to get the biggest market at? And they say for some reason thought that Netflix was going to be where they got the best market. You know what? else-
Should have fired that guy.
Did Netflix pay them for it? I mean, because I'm saying if Netflix came to me and was like, "Hey, we want you to put your anime on here. We're going to give you, $10 million to do it because we think that's going to increase our stream by." I'm going to take the money and run with it. I don't care where I got to put it at.
I cannot
You
think
know?
of
Yeah.
a single time in my life I've been like, I'm gonna look for some new anime. Where do I think it is? It's probably on Netflix. I've never
Okay.
once thought
Never.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you that you obviously are not paying attention to the anime scene in the recent years. Did
No.
you know that Funimation and several small indie anime sites were bought out by Sony, who is buying up all of anime and going to put it all on Crunchyroll? And then once they put it all on Crunchyroll, if you want to watch anime, you got to pay what they want. How much do they want? Now it's $7.99. What's that going to be next year? Let's watch how fast Netflix went up in price. Because I remember when I started, it was $8.99 and it's $14.99 now, unless I want ads.
All right, we got to get to the
So,
game show.
Yep. All right. Game show. Keaton, I'm going to let you go first. Aside from, like I said, that's my question. Do you have any that you know you want to ask?
So are we going by teams now? So
No, no,
everybody's.
we're gonna do teams, but we just
Yeah.
let's do the questions first. We got 6 questions, 6 prizes that we're gonna give away.
Okay.
How these prizes are gonna be put together all is like this. You got the 2 Funko Pops, the grand prize, and then the 3 smaller subs for that. So this is gonna be first place, and then second and third, and this is 4th through 6th. But honestly, all it is that we're going to ask you a question, and what we want you to do is, as soon as we ask the question, everyone shoot your hands up that you know if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, don't raise your hand, because the first one that puts their hand up, we're going to call on you. If you don't get it, you don't get another chance, and we move on to the next person.
And we might
So,
heckle you a little
The
bit.
first person, oh yes. Then we're going to probably say who has the dunce cap. Let's walk around and put it on that one. On that one, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, I already know you're running on that guy behind you for answers. He already.
Like, how dare you hate on Naruto or Goku Uzumaki?
But no. It just that we'll tell you it's for this prize this time and this prize this time, and we want to give away free stuff, and you guys want some free stuff, so that's why we're going to do it. If you
All
want
right.
to work in teams, everything except for the Funko Pops has multiple items, so there's something for you to split up between you. Okay.
All
So,
right.
again, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask for sure?
Yeah, well, I'll start with question number 1, ladies and gentlemen. So the very first question is from the series JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. And the question is, who was the first JoJo?
Your hand was up first, sir.
The
Wait.
quickness.
Before you answer,
Mhm.
you didn't pick a prize, man. You got to pick.
He'll pick it if he gets it.
No. We're not doing that. You choose. I told you. You choose a prize first. Which prize is this for? You want to do for the Pops, or for one of the soaps?
I mean, if he gets it right,
Okay,
he's
how
more than
about
welcome, then.
How about this? We'll go with this. We're working this out on the fly, so everybody bear with us here a little bit. How about this? We'll do this. This is the grand prize. Those are all 2nd through 6th, and You raise your hand first. What's the answer?
Jonathan Joestar.
That is correct.
That is your correct. Please come and choose your prize.
First dibs.
Out there.
Got
There
him.
you go. All right. Keaton,
Yeah.
any of them but that top question
All right.
you can ask,
Oh, this is
sir.
my first pop.
There you go.
What's that?
Iconic.
This is my first pop.
All right. And we gave that to you. SNN made that happen.
SNN made it happen, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Question 2. We're gonna do in the anime Hunter x Hunter. Which family is famous for being assassins? Saw that hand going first.
Yes. Do you now the character in the show that we all know and love? His name is. Thank you very much. Please
Bingo.
come and choose a prize, sir. Bye, Momoshiki.
Oh, we answered
Huh?
two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're kids. I know you don't understand bathing yet. When you get older and you like girls, that stuff will come. That stuff will come to you naturally,
I'm
all
going
right?
for the big
So-
stuff.
All right, I guess it's my turn, and by the way, my company is Black Cat Soaps and Sundries, and we provided the soaps that are up here. This one is something that I put together myself. So this question will be the last question asked, and I will be the one asking it. So this question though, oh yeah, I'm gonna be mean. Y'all like it when I'm mean?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So, what was the name and race of the main character in Vampire Hunter D?
You ran one off.
I
ran
know,
one
man.
off.
Like,
Oh,
come on,
man.
nobody knows. Nobody watched that old anime. You never heard.
Called
Okay, all
that.
right,
Called it.
all right.
Called
Guess
it.
what your name-
Now I'm gonna ask. Did you walk out to go ask someone the answer?
No. I walked out because like I know the name. I've seen the anime. I forgot the name.
You know the name? Oh, can you? Okay, well, how about this? Nobody else knows it. So instead of switching to another question, what information can you give me about the character? What do you remember?
I can't think.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you guys the answer because you should all know and watch this anime.
No, you shouldn't.
D is his name, and he is a vampire hunter. He is amazing. And his race, he's a Dampier. He is half human, half vampire, like Blade, but he's way fucking cooler because his sword is as long as his body.
I told him to go with Alucard.
I love Blade, but you know,
I told him.
Alucard is cool.
I told
too,
him to
but-
go with Alucard.
Okay.
Do you want to pick a different question?
I'm
instead?
gonna go with a different question real quick, and you know what? I'll make this one easier because it seems like y'all know only new stuff, so I can't even like if I asked y'all who's Speed Racer's girlfriend. See y'all no, I'm done with this. I'm out of here. Okay, all right. How about this? What wall was the first one that the Titans attacked? Oh, okay. You both raised your hand at the same time. No. In front and ma'am. So I'm going to tell you, like, you both at the same time yell it because you said you're not sure. So at the same time, yell it out. Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You both come up here. Work together, choose one of these three stacks, and you each can have one.
I thought you were going to cut it in half there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a sword? I'm so down for this. I will do it on camera.
Yeah.
Okay. No? All right. Well, then you just have to take one then each. We can't cut them in half for you. There you go. That works.
Bingo.
All right.
Is it my turn yet?
You asked one, I thought, didn't you?
Yeah, you asked two.
Well, they didn't know mine. Yeah, so yeah,
No,
go back
two
to
of
it.
yours.
Here,
Two
go
of
ahead.
yours and two of
Go
them
ahead.
failed.
Go ahead. Ask the next one.
Next question. Let's see. Okay, that is not mine. All right, I'm gonna reword this one. All right, what is the name, the full name of this main character that is hold on, has the power of rubber that he got from a devil fruit?
All right, I'm going to say that the three of you right there, you guys are all together, correct? All
Yeah.
right, you guys had your hands up first, and you guys are kind of working as a team. What's the answer?
Monkey Demon Movie.
Please come up and choose a prize. Yep.
Got some soap.
It's soaps. You can wash yourself with them, and those are just cats. But hey, go on the website just so y'all know. Like one of the these are older items we've had, and we've developed a lot of newer stuff like dragon eggs with D20 dice in the middle of them, crystal soaps that have like obsidian and lapis lazuli and rainbow fluoride in them. Lots of really cool things. So the stuff that we were giving away as samples and as prizes were items that were left over from last season, so that we're moving them on. But like I said, go to the website and check stuff out. We got a lot of new items on there. Okay, Keaton, go with the next question, sir.
Okay, let's see. We've already done this one. Let's see here.
And you can ask one of the other ones. Ask one about one of the shows that you know, man. Go ahead.
Sure. Let's see. Let's pick one out here. Who solved the Millennium Puzzle? I think I saw him first.
Yukimoto.
You damn right did.
This one right here, man. That was you. That was quick too. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This next question
From the old stuff.
is, I think, one of the hardest ones we have. This is for the grand prize. All right.
What do we have here?
And you have to get this all
What
right.
is this? Don't want you to tell what this
Yeah.
nice thing
All right.
is.
Well, I will do that. I'll run through it real quick before I tell you that what we have here is we have some character soaps that we've worked on. They have it's really an interesting technique where you put temporary tattoos on the inside of the soaps, but there's a clear base on the front, so it looks like you got these great animated characters kind of floating in the air in there. So that's pretty cool like that. The one in back, that's a big Iron Man bath bomb. Something that size, it costs you about $15 in the store to go buy. It's going to make it all nice and oily and good for your skin in the bath. Smell good, make you want to sit in there for a couple hours. Ignore everyone else in the house. It's lovely, I'm telling you. Especially, like I said, I got kids.
He does that a lot.
Yeah.
Ignoring it is like one of my few great toys. The last thing that's in the basket is a dragon egg, one of our Nat 20 eggs. Like I was mentioning a second ago, we embed a D20 die in a soap, and it's got like glitter and paint on the front of it. We also, we tried to match the scent and what we did with the eggs with a character. This one happens to be the thief class egg. We also have Archmage and Druid, and our innkeeper is coffee shop scented. So
You're getting
you
her
know, we put a little
riled
bit of
up.
thought into it.
Yeah.
The Druid is blueberry thyme.
All right.
Thief is sultry black jasmine. Doesn't that sound like a thief?
Question
Right,
time.
Okay, question time, so we can get you all this last prize. There's 3 answers to this one, and you have to get all 3 right, or it doesn't count.
And
Right.
we will heckle you if you miss one.
Oh, yes, we will. We
Mhm.
love that. In anime, there are 3 anime referred to as the big 3. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say,
Let me split
Yeah.
that prize up.
can I get opinions here? Who was first? You two were watching as well, right?
I saw his hand go first.
All right. So you guys are running away with all of it. So let's see if you get this. What anime are they?
Okay, so I've seen many people have it even swap one out with another, saying one of them is probably bigger than the other 3.
Right.
What I've seen is either be Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, because they say Dragon Ball is higher than that. Because they said they try to include that in the 3.
All right. We're gonna let you stew on that for a second. What do y'all think? Did you get it right? Is it wrong? Is there one other one in there? Which one is wrong? Does anybody know? Was there one of them is wrong? What do you think? It's not Naruto. It's what?
No, it's not.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Hunter.
Hunter. Okay, gotcha. What do you think?
I actually know the actual answer, and the reason they're called the Big 3 is because of their manga sales, not their anime success.
Not how popular they are, how much people bought the actual books.
And you're
Well,
not-
I'm going to tell you, it also has to do with their longevity. So it's not just about
But
sales.
the Big
But
3
yes.
are Bleach, Naruto, One Piece.
Come and get your prize, sir.
Yeah. Like,
No. You got
You
it.
said that down there.
No. I said, come and get it.
Did
Come
you
and
say
get it.
Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece first before Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he was right. Dragon Hunter x Hunter is great. It came out around the same time, but I don't think that it ever had the longevity due to the health of. And I'm not gonna remember the author's name, but he's had lots of health problems throughout the years. What's that? He did a bunch of issues, but then he fell back down, and he has turned over part of it to his team. But again, they got taken out of Jump Weekly, so and it's not been discussed, and there's been no word of where the next issue might pop up. He says that it is continuing, but there's no word as to where or when it's going to show back up. So,
fun fact: his wife is actually one of the cameos of her art and his and Hunter x Hunter, and you will see cameos of his Hunter x Hunter and.
awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a power
awesome.
couple for sure, and he's the same guy that does Yu Yu Hakusho, so you see Easter eggs from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. I believe it or not, as long as I've been watching anime, I only watched Yu Yu Hakusho last year. I went through the whole thing and watched it all, and I have to say that as a story progression, that was a really great show. I enjoyed that a lot. The animation and some stuff was a little bit outdated. What's that?
The tournament art in Yu Yu Hakusho is better than the tournament of power. I don't care what anyone says.
Hands down.
I enjoyed it a lot. So
Hands down.
I like the Tournament of Power too, but I'm a DBZ fan from long ago. That was actually like one of my more fond memories was when I was living in Florida. I was living on my own. Like I had a roommate, but we would stay up partying every weekend on Friday nights and had parties at our house. And then Saturday morning we would get up all hungover and sit through a couple hours of DBZ that they had on Saturday morning cartoons at the time. So
Yeah. Do we have any consolation? Do we have any consolation prizes for the other crew?
No, we gave away everything we had, but I will tell you that Black Cat Soaps and Sundries, we're at shows the next twice next month. If you go to our website, you can see where they're at and come see us. So if you like the stuff you got, feel free to come and see us there. Like I said, we've got a lot of new stuff that we're working on. So we're geared towards like the witchy pagan community, and then the Marvel, DC, anime, nerd
Star
stuff,
Wars,
nerd stuff. So it's my ex-wife's side, and then my side is the nerd stuff. So
The better sports games so intense they
Mhm.
can dodgeball and make it the most intense thing.
And cooking too.
Yeah.
It's just like
oh man,
intense
outdoor campfire cooking in another world. Oh my gosh, that is so fun.
Before y'all
Before you watch that, otherwise you will teach yourself out of house.
I'm telling you, man, that all looks so good. I want that
Yeah.
skill.
I sit over there and I drool over my keyboard and I'm sitting there watching and I'm like, I need something to eat.
Y'all know
Yeah.
what isekai is, right?
Yeah.
All right, this is an isekai, and when isekai characters come in, they all have some OP power, right? His power is fucking online shopping. Okay, he orders. He just like pulls up his power and pulls up the screen, and he puts in some copper coins or some gold coins. Everything's real cheap. He punches it in, and like hot food just bounces in a box. I'm like, that's the takeaway that I want from my house. Why don't they have that in my neighborhood? Okay. Oh, it is, but it's really funny. He's got a slime that he evolves. His food that he makes gives creatures from this world bonuses. So I mean, like there's a role playing model, video game, whatever you want to call it, like aspect to the background of it. But like mostly it's a comedy, and it's meant to be tongue in cheek, and like it's all about, they take all these monsters that are like, S-class monsters to the guild to get cut up. They're like, we've never even seen these before. He's like, that's cool. Pay me for what you want. I just need the meat for this fucking wolf that won't stop eating.
We got one more question, and then
Yep, exactly. What you got?
Actually, make any sports anime look intense. One of my favorite guilty pleasure sports animes, Kaido.
Ooh.
Kaido?
Don't know Kaido.
It is beautiful.
It's basically a butt fight anime.
Yeah, it is.
A butt fight?
Yeah, it's kind of like sumo wrestling, but they're on a small round circle that they have to stand on, and they bump their butts together.
It's
Try to
cheeks. Very cheeky anime.
Wow. That sounds
it's
kind of
very
cheeky.
cheeky.
I might.
Unintended.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick. I've never been one for sports anime. I couldn't get into them. And a buddy of mine talked me into watching Blue Lock this year. And I'm gonna just say that if you've never watched the sports anime, give Blue Lock a shot, because I'm just like, there's no superpowers in it, but when you watch these guys talking about soccer and the way they move, and how this one's moving, and I could take this part of this person, this part, and turn it into a move, it takes on an otherworldly feel to it, and it is very, very much an intense show that I did not have any idea I was going to be as giddy about watching as I was when I'm like a little kid. I'm like, blah.
Yeah.
you look at the sport and you're like, that's not something I've typically watched. And when you start watching, you're like, oh my god, this is so much tension and suspense.
That is
attitude.
top tier writing.
Every move that they're
The attitudes.
Yeah.
That's how do they fit all that ego into that little body? I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we? Is that
yeah,
it?
that's it. I appreciate you guys for coming out
Man.
and participating in the podcast and the game show. We thank you for the questions and the heckles and the feedback. I just want to remind everybody that Feeling Podcast Network is the branch that we're under. All of our bonus content goes to their Patreon, but our live streams, it goes to our Twitch, YouTube channel, and Facebook group. So two of our people from that Feeling is here, Kelvin and Willie, but they go by Mac and Mac, and they have more shows on that network that you can check out. Saturday Night Nerds also has a merch store with them, and you can find the links for that on almost all our social media. So if you wanted to grab a shirt like mine, but we updated it. This is from a couple years back, but we change up the drip every now and then. So if you guys were interested in getting some goodies, then that'll be the best website to go shopping on. And we go live one Saturday a month, and we are open to content creators coming in and guest appearance and doing interviews. So if you like to promote your shows or even just hang out and like review movies with us, we're open to that as well. So
I need to tell us about that.
absolutely, man. Like we talk about Marvel, DC, anime, Star Wars, horror movies, video games. So we try to cover it all. And we do frequent collaborations with Comically Inclined. And you'll occasionally see Danny and Blake if you met them on the show as well. So we appreciate you guys again. And we hope you guys have a great Cape Anime.
By the way, just so y'all know, something else that I just wanted to throw in after him is that Saturday Night Nerds is also, I mean, there's people from all over the country, but it is a large portion of the members are from Cape Girardeau. So you may jump in there and meet people that that you can, these people watch anime, these people watch anime, and you can get together and go watch it here in town sometime together, because it is a lot of local people that are there, and we're all active in there almost every day. So look us up on there, and we hope y'all had a great time and had fun coming out and listening to our questions and stuff. Please enjoy the prizes, and I look forward to seeing y'all again soon.
Saturday Night Nerds, thank you.